Hello, welcome, and Merry Christmas. This is the Tuesday Tell-All Driver Interviews with Bobby Fazio. Tuesday, December 26th, 2023. This is the final episode of the year, final episode of 2023. I can't believe how fast 2023 went. But I'm looking forward to 2024. Hopefully some big things happen for all of us. Good things, lots of win lights, round wins, event wins, Jegs, All-Stars, championships, national championships. I wish that for me and for all of you as well. Many event wins for everybody, right? Walt Walker, there he is. Let's go. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Tuesday. Thanks, Walt. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Hope you had a good Christmas. Jay Tittle, hello from South Dakota. First blizzard of the year. Oh man, it's actually kind of warm the last couple of days. It was warm on Christmas and Christmas Eve. Guys and gals, Happy New Year. Pete Lanciers, I'm sure he's in the warmth right now down in San Diego. Santa brought my 4-link bars and yummy leftovers. Good for you, Bruce. We always love when car parts arrive, right? Stomach is full and I'm kicked back at work watching Bobby Fazio. Life is good. All right, Darren Houston. Love to hear it. Tom Maioli's checking in from California as well. How you doing, Tom? 2024 to keeping engines together. Amen. Hallelujah. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Pat Clementi. And good luck. Pat Clementi, for anybody that doesn't know, has a really, really cool, what is it, Pat? A 63 Ford Galaxy 427 B-Stick. Beautiful car. Blue. Oh, man. Hope you get it out there. Can't wait to see it again. Ray Minnick, how you doing, the accountant? How you doing, Ray? Nick Ryder's listening. How you doing, Nick? Merry Christmas, sir. Merry Christmas to you. Jimmy Carter, Happy New Year. Jimmy Carter, how are you, buddy? Don Kennedy, hello from Tennessee. Don, how you doing, buddy? Tom Baker, Merry Christmas, Tom. Tom Baker, the welder, machinist extraordinaire. Louis Senalanza, Merry Christmas from Division 1. Louis Senalanza. Plymouths, he's got the Plymouths. Kevin Wyman, how to recommend getting sponsors? I'm getting back into drag racing again and looking for some sponsors. Building a naturally aspirated 5th gen Camaro from Massachusetts. All right, Kevin, what kind of, are you trying to get into our brand of racing here, stock and super stock class racing, or are you trying to get into a different class? Let us know. I haven't found the magic trick to getting sponsors, but what I do is try to present them with something like a return on investment, what you will do, put together a little proposal as to what you will do for them. Okay, I try to get, front row parking. I try to put out displays. I, put their logo on your car, like all kinds of things like that, and interact with people. They like when you interact with spectators, and I try to do that as much as I can. 64 Galaxy, 427 High Riser. Thanks, Pat. Good luck with it next year. Bill Marshall, hello from Long Island, Strong Island, New York. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, sir. Scott Giordano, how you doing, Scott? Merry Christmas, pal. Tom Gent, Tom and Russ, Merry Christmas down in the Carolinas, North Carolina. Don Kennedy's in the building, most professional man in drag racing. That he is. Perry Ford, Merry Christmas, Perry Ford. Tim Barrett, Merry Christmas to Tim and Linda Barrett. Looking forward to seeing their very fast 69 Camaro, G-Stock automatic. I hope everyone had a good holiday as well, including you, Mark Sargenti. Merry Christmas, Mark. How you doing, buddy? Doug Deck. Happy holidays, Doug. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. All right. Well, driverinterviews.com is the website. If you want shirts, hats, I did thank you very much to everybody that ordered shirts this past week. I cranked them out as quickly as I could. I sent them out the day you ordered them if the mail hadn't come yet, so I appreciate it. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're so close to hitting 4,000 YouTube subscribers. That's a big milestone for me, for us, for our brand of racing. And I appreciate all of you that are tuning in and listening and watching and subscribing. So please do so. At Driver Interviews is the handle on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. All three. All you have to do is search at Driver Interviews. If you're trying to tell a friend about me, tell them that, at Driver Interviews. And then hashtag The Car Show. If you want to follow that on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, you can do that. We're taking it over. I clicked on that hashtag on Instagram, and it's really all stock and super stock pictures and maybe one or two actual car show pictures from someone who's not into the class racing thing. So we definitely took that hashtag over. I'm pretty excited about it. As I am about Lupe Tortilla really stepping up in 2023 and helping us all out here. They were generous enough to support this show, which allowed me to get to many racetracks I hadn't ever been to before and get you guys content and interview stock and super stock racers. So we appreciate them for all they do. And if you're in those Texas areas where you see on your screen right here, check in. Send them a thank you. Send them a nice note on Facebook. Send it, let them know that you appreciate, as well as I appreciate what they did for us. Draginsights.com. Check out your stats. Check out your opponent's stats. That's app.draginsights.com is the website. All you need is an email address to sign up and start looking at your own stats. If you want to become a premium member and research everybody else's stats, you have to sign up for a premium membership, which as of right now is $50 per year. That is going up. So if you want to lock in that rate, you got to sign up now. You have a little bit of time left, I think, until the end of the year. And then it's going to go up. And then it's going to go up a little bit, I think, for a couple months. And then after that, it's going to go up even more. And then it's going to stay there for a very long time from what I'm hearing. So app.draginsights.com. If you want to get in at a lower rate, you might want to get in right now. Rob Youngblood, advancedclutches.com. Thank you, Rob Youngblood, for your support in 2023. Appreciate it. If you guys want to switch to the stick shift, or if you already have a clutch in your car and need a little help with it, Rob Youngblood can give you a hand there. Advancedclutches.com. Don Kennedy, Race Car Insurance. Insure your race cars, guys and gals. Don Kennedy, he's the founder of this show, by the way. He's the one that called me in 2021 and said, why don't you go out to St. Louis to Tyler Bohannon's race and interview racers in the pits? And that is how this whole thing got started. So it's all Don Kennedy's fault. All right. And we appreciate Don Kennedy for putting that idea in my head. So 602-284-6240 if you want to get your car insured. Don will send you a form. You will fill that out, and then he'll get you set up with the right policy. Or onedonkennedy@gmail.com. Hit him up. Call him up. He's a very nice guy, very professional, and very easy to talk to. He can help you out there, tell you everything you need to know. Thank you, Don. Fuel Factor X. Increase your fuel mileage. All right. I think the Black Friday sale is finished now. But if you do want to visit the website to check out Fuel Factor X, the link is in the show notes right here at the bottom of the description. All right. So if you want, it's advanced fuel treatment for diesel engines, gas engines. You can use it in your RV. You can use it in your truck. You can use it in your generator, motorcycles, what have you. Okay. You put a foil pack in the tank, fill up the tank, and you get better gas mileage, right? Everybody needs to save money on gas. Why not? Fuel Factor X. Thanks for supporting the show. CP Carrillo Pistons are Penitin at cpcarrillo.com. If you need a set of pistons, hit up CP Carrillo. Tell them Bobby Fazio sent you. PontiacEngines.com. Bruce Fulper, thanks for your support in 2023. If you need a Pontiac engine built, or if you want to maybe put one of those 428 Pontiacs in your super stock ride, hit up Bruce Fulper. He can help you out. PontiacEngines.com. Total Seal Piston Rings. Lake Speed is my guy over at Total Seal. He should be coming on to do a tech segment in this off season, so we will definitely try to get him back on the show. See if we can learn a couple more things about oil and piston ring seal, friction. They have some new developments in the piston rings I saw at PRI. That was pretty cool. So Lake Speed can fill us in on all of that. So I highly recommend emailing Lake if you have any questions, right? Lake at totalseal.com. Tell him Bobby Fazio sent you. All right. A couple more comments and then we'll get going here. What's going on out there? Well, we got a lot of them flying in. Where did I leave off? Here we go. Denise Houston, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you, Denise. I appreciate it. And thank you for your support in 2023. Denise Houston got me down to the Stick Shift Nationals there in Piedmont Dragway. It opened up a whole new audience for our channel. So couldn't have been possible without the Houston family. Thank you very much. Sean Conway, Merry Christmas, Sean. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Love your style. All right. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you do. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Yeah, Walt's here. You missed him. He already sent the first message, Darian. He's in. He's in. Grandpop used to have a Ford Galaxy. He did, right? Before I was born. I heard. I saw old pictures of it. So that's pretty cool. That's my Aunt Lisa. Thank you, Aunt. Walter Gamble. How you doing, Walt? Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. You raced up in Lebanon Valley. Excellent. All right. Trying to get it New England Driveway Pro Eliminator class. That's great. I love Pro Eliminator. It's about as close to stock Eliminator as you can get. Dial in, bracket racing, and close racing at that. Merry Christmas, Billy Marshall. Yes. Hey, Mark Sargenti. There's Aunt Lisa. How you doing? Russ Abrams. How you doing, Russ? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. There, Aunt Lisa. Mark saying hi back to you. Mark Kirby from the West Coast. How you doing, Mark? With that Plymouth Duster, I believe he's got out there. Wicked Stitches. He's the one that made the hats for us. Mark Sargenti, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Dwayne Hoven. He's got the yellow Maverick that is on the back bumper every time it goes down the track. And I'm sure you've all seen it. And if you haven't, check out the interview that we did on Dwayne Hoven. It's on our YouTube channel. Happy Tuesday. It is Happy Tuesday. We got a couple birthdays here. The Drag Insights birthdays on the Drag Insights homepage, where there is a master calendar, the 2024 national event schedule and Lucas Oil divisional schedule is up on Drag Insights. I'm still waiting for a national open schedule in Division 1. If anybody has one or knows of one, I would really like to know about it. But anyways, let me know if you know, right? Drag Insights birthdays, here we go. December 23rd, we got Robert Beals. Happy birthday, Robert Beals, December 23rd. Today, we got Tom Meyer, December 26th. Happy birthday, Tom. Thanks for being a Drag Insights member. And tomorrow, we might as well because we love him so much, Jeff Turk. His birthday is tomorrow, December 27th. Blackbird X, Blackbird factory stock. This guy is this guy perseveres, man. 2 wrecked cars last year, and he got them both back together, and he isn't showing any signs of stopping. So happy birthday, Jeff Turk, man. Guy really works hard at this game, FX and Factory Showdown. All right. How was everybody's Christmas? Was it good? I hope it was. I enjoyed mine. I got a couple nice gifts. I got a really cool rug hooking done by Bunny Horn. She runs Blue Steel Design Rugs on Etsy. If you guys saw the short that I posted on Christmas morning on yesterday, you saw it was a cool likeness of mine. I haven't had a chance to hang it up. I'm trying to find a spot on the wall for it, but really cool, man. Lots of detail in that, and that's just rug hooking. So that was really cool. Bunny Horn, that's Venice Perno's sister. Venice Perno, a super stock racer out of Canada. And I have a link here, actually. Let's see if I can get this link posted. If anybody else would be interested in getting their own rug hooking from Bunny Horn. I'm sorry. So there it is. I just posted the link there in the comments. Thank you very much, Bunny Horn. That was a very, very thoughtful gift and very, very cool attention to detail. I really like it. Who else saw this? We got some new classes in Stock Eliminator, right? Just what we need in class racing is more classes. But I think it was warranted because some of the classes all the way up at the top of the food chain, the big block Camaros, I guess, things were getting hit with horsepower, and they're getting basically weighted out of competition. They just can't keep, I guess, adding weight to their cars when they get hit with horsepower. I don't know. I guess there was just no weight break for these classes. So there was a factory stock AAA class created. Factory stock being for 2008 and newer factory race cars, the Cobra Jets, the Copo Camaro, the Drag Pack Challenger. That weight break will be from 5.00 to 5.49. That's factory stock AAA. All right, it's got to be some supercharged stuff in there. AAA stock. We tried this once, we got rid of it, and now it's back again. I think we tried it before factory stock was created, and now it's back again. So we have AAA stock and AAA stock automatic. That weight break is 7.00 to 7.49. I have no idea what these indexes are. If anybody knows what these indexes are, let me know. I'd appreciate it. So, yep, we got some new classes. 3 new classes in Stock Eliminator. Factory stock, stick shifts, and automatics are all lumped together, so there is no automatic and stick when it comes to factory stock. As far as traditional Stock Eliminator, there are still stick and auto separate classes. All right, which is an argument that, or a debate, I should say, that takes place rather regularly. People are saying we should combine the sticks and the autos to try and get more heads-up runs and less separation. I run both, obviously. I run a stick in super stock. I run auto in stock. I don't really know. It doesn't. It's super stock. I don't think it'll make a bit of difference at all because many races I go to with my stick car, I'm the only one there. So I'd have to find a super stock L automatic car to get paired up against to run in a heads up. They have yet to the people who lobby for this. They never explain what the indexes would be, because super stock L stick is 1125 index and super stock L automatics 1145 index. So which index would we go with, or would it be an index race where I would give the automatic a 2/10 head start and there would be no dial in? I don't understand what we're going to do with the index part, but somebody let me know. And it's funny because in super stock L, I run the stick, and I'm penalized 2/10 for on the index. The L automatic gets 1145, I get 1125. But when I run L stock automatic, I get anything. I get a 1270 index, and the L stick car gets a 1270 index. So it doesn't benefit me in stock, and it hurts me in super stock when I run the stick. So I don't know. But I just don't think it'll make as much difference as people want it to make. I think there's probably other things that would make or entice more heads up runs than combining sticks and autos. But if you want to combine sticks and autos, I don't really. Doesn't matter to me. I don't care. Post a good reason why, or post a good reason why not. I don't really have any. I don't know which way to go with it, to be honest with you. All right. How about Paula Murphy? Now, I will admit I did not know who Paula Murphy was. I had never even heard of Paula Murphy up until the other day, when Paula Murphy and I believe Don Schumacher both passed away on the same day. And they're both legends in the racing world. I flipped on Fox Sports, and there was a special on Paula Murphy driving a funny car. Miss STP, her name was. And I left it on. I was like, wow, this is cool. National television right now. And, we got drag racing documentary on. So I thought that was really cool. I was watching that. And very interesting. I mean, she was, got her license there in the 60s. That's when you had to make a couple passes in the funny car. 3 drivers, current funny car drivers, had to sign off on it. I'm pretty sure Don Garlitz being one of them. I don't know who the other 2 were. But it was that situation back then where, can a woman drive a funny car? And so NHRA was like, okay with it, but then they weren't. The other drivers were okay with it, then they weren't. The other drivers didn't want to. None of the male drivers wanted to lose to a girl. They were okay with her as long as she was easily beatable. They were okay with it. But once the girl starts beating up on the guys, they don't like it too much anymore. And then NHRA deemed that it was unsafe for a woman to drive a funny car, and they didn't want her involved. Well, she had STP as a main sponsor, and her nickname was Miss STP, and STP threatened NHRA. They said, we're going to take away all of our contingency sponsor money. And NHRA said, oh, wait. It's okay then. It's okay. Women can drive funny cars. So they really cared about their contingency sponsors back then. But no, it was a really good story. And she also drove NASCAR, drove a Richard Petty car. It was really cool. So check that out. Paula Murphy passed away at the age of 95 years old. But how about this Don Schumacher? Don Schumacher was only 79 years old. Don Schumacher passed away from cancer. Recently, he's been battling it the last several months, they said. And, the guy's just a staple in the drag racing world. Didn't start Schumacher Electric. His father actually started it. His father was a bookie. And the story goes he took the gambling winnings and bought this electric company, or bought a share into an electric company. And then I think, turned it into something pretty substantial. Don Schumacher was out. He'd rather be racing than work with the electric company. And he raced in his, 20s, and was a pretty good match racer, was pretty well known, and then started a family, and then had to stop racing and had to work, for the electric company there, for his father's company. And he really grew it. He turned it from like a $10 million operation into a $200 million operation, capitalizing on the battery chargers and in racing. So pretty cool what he did. And then, as we all know, he and his son got back into racing Top Fuel in the late 90s. And as it says here in the article, he orchestrated 367 event victories and 19 championships. So this guy really knew the ins and outs of racing. He knew how to put together a winning race team winning race operation, because they had multiple teams under his umbrella, and it's a shame to see him not be at the NHRA drag races anymore. So rest in peace, Don Schumacher, and thanks for everything you did for the sport of drag racing. All right, rumor has it that AAA stock automatic is 1040. 1040. Wow, that's fast. Has there been any developments on trying to have a stock superstock revival race in 2024? My phone hasn't rang yet. Walt Walker, get in contact with some people. Don Kennedy and Bowling Green Open. Well, I have heard a little rumor, and they are garnering a little bit of interest for 2024. Ken Mealy and Tim Fletcher, I believe. They're throwing the idea out there of possibly having a class racer nationals probably next year, likely July, at New Media. So if anybody is interested, comment. Let them know. Let them know if you are interested. It might help persuade them to do such a race. So we have nothing official yet. We don't know if they're actually going to have it yet. It's just rumor right now, and I'm sure if they see enthusiasm, they'll be more inclined to having it. Darian, honestly, I'm focusing on making the first NHRA races in my division. Revival races will come later in the year. All right. Tom Nolan, happy holidays from Alberta, Canada. Ooh, it's got to be cold up there, right, Tom? Thanks for joining us, buddy. I appreciate it. Eddie, how you doing, Eddie? Merry Christmas. Hope you're doing well. I sent Eddie a package like a month ago, and I still don't know if he got it yet. So, Eddie, let me know if you got my package. Class Racer, here he goes. AAA stick is 1055. AAA stock automatic is 1055. And factory stock AAA is 915. All right. So there you have it with the indexes. Shane Swayze, what's up, man? Great show. Thank you, Shane. Thanks for tuning in. Glad you're able to make it this week. Seymour Walk, got to make something happen, though. Can't let it die on the line. Steven Johnson, here we go. Another big block Ford stick car, by the way. Another night in the shop while we listen. All right. Thanks for listening, buddy. Appreciate it. Very much so. Walt Walker at Class Racer. That's what he expected. Okay. There he is. Interested. Darian Houston's interested in the Class Racer Nationals. If it happens. Class Racer. There he is. Oh, I already flashed that one up. I'm sorry. PSPA is interested. Oh, at the Professional Stick Pullers Association. Can we bring him up to this Class Racer National? Is that what you're saying? Hopefully today. Merry Christmas. He still hasn't got my package yet. Good God. What's going on with this postal service? He's interested in a New Media Open. Let me know if you need anything. All right. So we are garnering some interest for a Class Racer National. Class Racer race. All right. It's usually for a nice big payout, and the entry fee is usually not too bad either. So, all right. Well, if I hear anything else about it, guys, you will be the first to know. I will post anything that I hear if they decide to have that race. All right. There was we don't usually discuss this on social media. There was an SRAC meeting, but really there's nothing really happened. So I'm just going to say that SRAC, for anybody that's new to this, is the it's kind of like our representative. It's like our senators, we'll say, for stock and super stock. They represent us to NHRA. If there's any kind of like concerns or rule changes that we would like to see happen, or things that people, would like to vote on or something like that, that's what our SRAC members handle for us. We kind of say, we bring concerns up to them. They bring it up to NHRA and they have a meeting with them. Well, the most recent meeting doesn't sound like there were any changes at all. So I have nothing to report there other than nothing. All right. So AHFS, no changes or sound like they're going to happen. I know people like to blinders and blockers were outlawed this year in 2023 for safety concerns, and doesn't sound like anything new is happening there. But for anybody that does like to blind or block, you're allowed to use your visor. So if you want, make that thing work. If you got it in your stocker, if you got a roll cage there and it's in the way, I don't really know what to tell you. Move the visor back a little bit or something. I don't know. Make it look stock. I got nothing. I don't use one, and I don't really know how to use one. I would not be good with one if I tried to use one. Though I actually I had my visor in my stalker, my Mustang 5.0. I had that slotted to try and block. I wanted to try and block out the middle bulb. I wanted to see the top bulb, so I knew the tree was coming, and then I block out the middle bulb, and then the last bulb will come on, and I would go. I tried to use that for a little bit when I was bracket racing about 15 years ago, and I just couldn't. I couldn't get the hang of it. So that was it for my blocking blinding days. I don't remember if I told you guys this yet, but I did speak to NHRA about records, national records, stock and super stock national records being put back in the National Dragster. So I asked them, like, why aren't they in there? Is it on purpose? Is it like something that we can get back in there? Is it just like you guys forgot to put them in one day and they just never went back in? Like, what's the deal? And they said that they're not in there because we have an issue that goes out once a month, right? And their reason is by the time they get the info and get it into that issue, the record may have changed or been set by somebody else now. I said I don't think that's that likely because nobody's setting records right now because they're not in print, among other things. There's no real rewards, but one small step for man and one giant leap for mankind would be let's get our records back into the National Dragster in print. You know, you set a record, you get that magazine, it's got your name in it, you can keep that forever. Okay. I'm sure people that set records back in the 80s, 90s, 70s probably still have that issue where they set the record. As opposed to it being on the website and it changing on the website. Not to mention the website's mostly full of minimums right now. So there aren't too many records on the website as we speak. But anyways, that was their reasoning for it. So then I said, okay, we just can't put them back in. No. Okay. So then I said, all right, how about if I sponsor a page and I put the records in and it'll be like the driver interview page, or if we want to crowd fund it, we can just, you know, sponsor it together. I don't really know what logo, what we would put in there, but the records would be in there and that'd be that. Well, they sent me the cost of a full page, which is very high for National Dragster. It was a lot higher than I thought it was going to be. Okay. So it's like I don't have it right in front of me, and I don't know why I don't have this right in front of me. Several $1,000. I think it was like $5,000 for 12 issues. We don't need 12 issues though. I was thinking maybe 3 issues, maybe one at the beginning of the year that shows the records, maybe one, or maybe quarterly, maybe 4 issues. So every 3 months we could get something in there. My fear was somebody setting a record. Let's say somebody sets a record in February at a nice cold track, and then somebody sets another record in like March or April at another cold track. The person in February wouldn't get their name in there if we only did like every so many months. So I'm just trying to find like a cost-effective way to get us back in the National Dragster. And I don't know. I mean, maybe I can beg and plead a little bit more, and they can just put us in. Maybe they can put us in one issue every like couple months or something for free. I just don't know why that just can't be in the magazine. And, you know, yeah. I mean, I thought it was too, Steve. To be honest with you. Yeah. Hi, Mike. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it, buddy. Always interested. Ryan Horensky says he can jump to new media from his house. He lives nice and close. Yesterday, man, it hasn't been that long, has it? Since no, I won pro in the. I did. I won pro ET in my black car. It was in stocker trim that weekend too, and it was at Maple Grove. There's a lot of pro ET cars. It has been since 2010, I believe, since I was a regular bracket racer, Eddie. So 13 years. See if Anthony Bongiovanni is interested in this race. I'm sure he would be. So yeah. If they start putting together sponsors, he'll probably be one of the first calls they make if this race goes on. Casey Miles, good evening, buddy. How you doing? Try checking it once a month, NHRA. Isn't someone getting paid to do that job? The other part of that. I almost forgot. Okay. Their printers can only handle 245 pages of issue. They can't print one more page than that. Okay? This first issue or this latest issue or the issue that they're working on right now has 245 pages in it, I think is what they told me. So they can't even put another page in it, which has me concerned because what if sponsors want to take out full page ads and you have to turn them away because your printer can't handle another page? So I don't know, man. Some of these stories just, I don't know if they add up, but maybe they do. I don't know. Smarter people than me are doing these jobs, okay? Some of us live for records. Got my vote, print them. Well, I will go back to them and see if maybe we can just get something every couple months. I don't know. And see what kind of price that is. A half a page, maybe. I guess, I mean, with the amount of records we got right now, we could probably do a quarter page, right? But I just don't want to share the page with anybody. Like I don't know what's going to be on the page. But if it's cost effective and we have to do that, then we have to do that. Because $5,000 or $7,000, I can't remember what it was right now. Maybe I'll try and search it up real quick at the end of this episode and I'll bring it back. Merry Christmas to you, Steve Bruce. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. My super stock Mustang rate is not ready yet. No. Records in National Dragster back in the day was great, along with the sportsman results and more than 4 photos. I know, right? It's 245 pages right now, and I feel like we're only getting like 1 page of coverage for winning like a national event or a divisional event. So, yeah, I hear you on that one, Warren. Casey, I'm sorry. We are members of their association. The record should be printed as a courtesy. You would think with all the money, the competition number money, the NHRA membership money, the money we spend to go to national events, the money we spend to go to divisional events. It's money, 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 money. It's all we do. It's always, we spend tons of it to participate in this hobby. I would think 1 page of records is not too much to ask. If you ask me, no. 14 record holders in stock, 9 in super stock. I guess we could do that, with a quarter page, right? Well, but that's sad, man. 14. Somebody dig up an issue from like 1990 something and let me know how many record holders were in it. I would love to know. 9 records in super stock. That's ridiculous. 242. 242. What is 242, Denise? I can't remember what we were talking about earlier. That you're telling me 242 for. Cut down some of the 242. It's 242 pages. Oh my goodness. All right, so they can't go above 245. So they have 3 pages left. Cut down on some of the advertisements. Well, they won't do that because that's their revenue stream. A printer from 1986. I know, right? One of them laser printers with the paper, and you gotta pull the edges off of it when you're after you print it. We had them at Catholic school back in the early 90s. Got the photo from 2015 with the black car. Yeah, man, that was fun. I beat a killer in the final too. This month's issue has 242 pages. Wow. All right, NHRA has several pages on some guy telling us how to bracket race. Get rid of their stupid human interest stories. Well, I don't get the Dragster to this house. The Dragsters all go to my dad's house, so I just catch them when I go there. You would think, Bruce, if you pay for a page just once, they will never again print it on their dime. You're right. We'll open a door that we can never cross back through, Tom. You are right about that. Repeated self-Calvert ran final round 10 Wednesday due to rain and defeat Toma. Most important win of his career. Calvert's win helped launch an entirely new performance in NHRA as Dodge and Chevrolet, their own factory race cars, Challenger, Drag Pack, Camaro. Today the factories are still turning. Supercharged package. I don't know. That's a long message here, Denise. Trying to get it. Was that in the magazine recently or what? Or is that just a copy and paste of something? Bubble Jet 2, right? Nice little Canon Bubble Jet. Dan Smith. Yeah, he was tough. That's why I beat in the final. Thanks, Eddie. 1975, there were records in all classes, even minimums. Do you really think they are printing that in-house? Yeah, there's no way, right, Mike? You got a good point there. Got a good point. So it was like... it wasn't the best. It wasn't what I wanted to hear, but what do you expect? I don't know. All right, Gator National signups are approaching January 3rd. I believe grade 8 opens. Make sure your grade points are all ready to go. make sure if you have a transfer from last year that if they sneak a $10 increase in, you're going to be needing your credit card to pay the difference. So just beware of that. Any word on the pro shootout that includes stock and super stock $30,000 to win invitational? I know of a couple racers that have been invited because they were posting on Facebook that they were invited. If anybody knows of any other racers that are invited, let me know. If the entry list is public yet, I would definitely love to post it. Maybe do a stats rundown on it before the race happens. That's February 8th, 9th, and 10th. I will be there and hope to see everybody else there, anybody that can make it, and obviously all the racers that'll be there. I will be walking around with a camera and a mic. So, give me the sign. If you don't want me coming up to you with a camera and a mic, just give me the whole don't come over here. But for the most part, everybody's pretty welcoming of having me come over and ask them a few questions. They like getting stage time, and I like giving it to them. I want people to see your car. I want people to see you. I want people to be able to put your face with your car. So that's the whole point of doing this, and we are promoting stock and super stock drag racing. So loosen those shocks up a little bit. Give these people at this pro shootout, give these fans something to watch, right? Do a nice wheelie. Show them what stock and super stock is all about because they are not expecting it. They don't know enough about us, and it's up to us to promote ourselves, as you know, right? And hopefully I'll have a bunch of these with me when we are down there. I'm going to change them up a little bit. There's no need to, have so much of this on here as these, right? Let's get more cars on it. I did that because I was hoping NHRA would let me promote their brand at PRI, and they weren't too interested in it, so I don't really have to put their logo on it, right? I can fill that space with more pictures, more rules, more bullet points. All right, what else do we have here? Let's see. I think that's it. Anybody knows anything about that match race in August at Rock Falls Raceway in Eau Claire, Wisconsin? I am very interested in that. I like that. I want to see more of that around the country because I do think divisional events can be made great again. Okay, we can get spectators again. A little promotion, a little marketing, some fun things to do at the race for the spectators. Right? Let's make it an evening out, as Bill Bader would say, an evening for the family to enjoy themselves. And Bill Bader is going to come back on this show this winter. He's going to tell us all about running his racetrack, some inside information as to maybe how racetracks can push forward and stay open. The guy, he spoke on the board at PRI in a meeting for the racetrack owners. He was like the head speaker there. People look to him for answers. People look to him for advice. And who better? I think he runs one of the most successful tracks in the country. So I know if I owned one, I'd be copying that guy, right? Do what the winners do. That's what Michael Iacono told me when I met him in 2007 or 8, like going to a race to watch stock and super stock. And I told him I was just getting into it. And he said, find the people that win and do what they do. It's one of the smartest things anybody ever told me. So thank you, Michael. And he wins a lot. All right, let's see here. A couple more comments, and then we'll get out of here. I got an issue from August 19th, 1994, and there's a full page of national records for 8th mile and quarter mile. Wow. 2015, one full page. The issue was 170 pages back then. 170. So now it's 240. They got a lot more pages, but a lot less sportsman coverage, it sounds like. Is that an accurate statement? So 70 more pages, and we're only getting one page of coverage for sportsmen. There's probably a lot more races. Are there a lot more races now than there were back then? I mean, I know when I get an issue, it's got this divisional, that divisional, that divisional, that divisional, and these 2 or 3 nationals because they were all 3 weeks in a row. There's a lot of races that they got to cover in one issue. I recognize that. So 12 issues. How many issues did there used to be back then in the 90s, in the early 2000s, in the 80s? Was it more issues than that? Because I can't remember. I assume they meant the printer company they're using only prints up to 245 for the price they're currently paying. Not getting anything past Walt, man. Yep, Walt, you got that right. That's what I'm thinking too. Sports Nationals happening at Belrose in March. No, I don't think it's in March. It is in March. I'm sorry. I don't know why I was thinking February. Um, Cajun Sports Nationals, March 14th to the 17th. The No Problem Raceway Divisional is February 23rd to the 25th. Yes. Wow. Are you kidding me? Happy New Year's, Billy Gibbs. Happy New Year's. 52. 48 issues. They were doing 48 issues. Oh my God. Wow. It was a newspaper, now a magazine, and 1970 and 80, it became what, monthly or semi-weekly, I guess. 48 issues. That's amazing. Wishing you a happy new year. Looking forward to a new year. Me too. 52 issues back in the day. Man, they were just cranking them out and mailing them. That's crazy. Wow. National Dragster used to be like the New York Times newspaper. It was folded in half when you got it. I was born too late. All right. Well, guys, I think that's it for tonight. Oh, wait, two more announcements. They don't really have much to do with stock and super stock. They have to do with Factory X. So after looking at the performance numbers in Factory X this year, FX, 2023 season, the NHRA tech department is, so after reviewing the 2023 season, the tech department is reducing the supercharger overdrive by changing the upper supercharger pulley for the 2019 to 2023 Chevrolet Copo from 3.125 inches to 3.375 inches, and the 2021 Dodge Drag Pack from 3.375 inches to 3.5 inches. All right, so making the diameter larger and slowing the cars down a little bit. This is basically what it sounds like. I don't see any kind of performance penalty in there, or enhancement, I should say, for the Fords in FX. But in fact, in the FlexJet factory stock class now, the NHRA tech department is reducing the supercharger overdrive by changing the upper supercharger pulley for the 2019 to 2023 Chevrolet Copo from 3.375 inches to 3.625 inches, the 2019 Cobra Jet from 3.5 inches to 3.75 inches, and the minimum weight will also be reduced by 25 pounds from 3550 to 3525 on the 2019 to 2023 Chevrolet Copo. So sounds like the Chevrolet and the Ford both get the supercharger pulley change, but the Chevrolets get a 25-pound reduction on their weights. Okay. That's the last thing I got for you tonight. If anybody has anything, please comment and let us know. 48 issues, a pin and a patch. That's amazing. It was $2.75 an issue back in 1994. In Los Angeles, I got mine on Thursdays. Remember, the Diamond P added a pin, a patch, and a rule book. 48 issues, $52. That's amazing. 48 issues. You always had something to read. By the way, the last Hellcat Challenger just rolled off the assembly line. They are done. That is terrible news, but I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping it's not permanent. I'm hoping it's like a Michael Jordan retirement, coming back. I really think these car companies are just going where the political winds are taking them and where the government dollars are taking them. So if there is a change in leadership in this country and things start gravitating back toward coal-powered and fossil fuels, at least for the time being, okay? At least for the time being. If we could just use a little bit of common sense in this transition to green energy, that's cool. You just don't wipe fossil fuels off the face of the earth and try to get everybody to switch to an electric car tomorrow. It's just not going to work, okay? And you can't force markets where markets don't exist. It just doesn't work. It's never worked in history. And these car companies were probably promised when they went bankrupt from trying to switch everything to full electric. The government probably said, don't worry about it. We got you. Because they're not making money, okay? They're not making money with this whole electric car and green initiative yet, okay? This is a gradual change. This isn't an overnight change, no matter what the government is trying to force feed down our throats, okay? So I do think Chevrolet, if they want to make money in the future, and Dodge, you're going to keep your internal combustion engine program going, and you might want to crank out a couple muscle cars. You might want to still use the Camaro name. Ford's still using the Mustang name, and Dodge, you might want to, keep your Challenger going or bring back something else. The Charger, I don't know what else you want to bring back. Bring back the Coronet. Ford and Chevrolet are full up on EVs and they're not selling. Well, I don't know how you're going to get. I mean, what are the inner cities going to do? Where are they going to charge EVs? Where are they going to park them? It's just it's not very conducive to all areas of the of the map right now. Plasma technology will save the internal combustion engine. You mean taxpayer dollars? Yep. Got in late. Hope you had a great Christmas. I did, Scott. Hope you did too. All right. Happy New Year, everybody. It will be 2024 next time we have an episode of the Tuesday Tell-All. So thank you for a wonderful 2023. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button if you would. We're very close to 4,000 YouTube subscribers. We had a great reach this year. I just pulled the analytics for 2023, and it's not over yet because we still have like another week. But well over 10 million YouTube impressions. I'm really proud of that. Well over... we're at about 2 million Facebook reach, as a matter of fact, which was a huge increase over last year. Actually, I got these numbers right here. 1.7 million reached on Facebook, and I pulled these at the beginning of December. That was a 185% increase over last year. 11 million YouTube impressions. That's, 52% increase over last year. So the channel is growing. I appreciate it. If the channel is growing, that means stock and super stock awareness is growing, and that's our ultimate goal here. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'll see you next Tuesday. Be on the lookout for whose interview is next. Randy Lynn Ship. I think hers will be next. And then I have my own, actually, on Mark's car. So be on the lookout for a couple more interviews. I hope you enjoyed Richie Pauly's interview. It seems to be getting a lot of views. I'm pretty happy about that. So watch it if you haven't and share it with 1 million of your closest friends. All right, everybody, take care. Have a good one. See you.